My name's David Lange. I have the responsibility for design for General Motors in the Asia Pacific region.
So, David, today they unveiled these 3 new mini cars.
Mini cars.
And you were the one that was responsible for designing them, bringing them to the United States and showing them off. So tell us how this happened. Tell us the history of the car.
Sure. Well, as you know, at General Motors, we build and design cars all around the world. We've gone from having lots of small operations, maybe working on a mini car, to centralizing. Now, probably about 4 or 5 years ago, General Motors bought Daewoo, and it turned out to be a very good fit for us. They have great expertise in doing mini cars, whereas General Motors has less expertise. We've leveraged joint ventures and things like that. So in this particular case, it was a very good marriage. So that team, engineering and design team, was given the responsibility for creating the new mini car architecture for the world, for all of General Motors, which is a great responsibility. The design team wanted to make sure that we were putting the right level of flexibility into that architecture to be able to make sure that we're not just doing one car, we can do several cars off of it, because these architectures have to live on for several years. So what you see here today is it's kind of an experiment where we wanted to show the bandwidth of the mini car, its design language, its proportions, all using the same basic engineering. So the 3 cars all have the same wheelbase, the same basic dimensions, but a very different character. If I had to kind of generalize the characters of these cars, the vehicle here behind me, the Chevy Trax.
The one all the way to behind.
The orange car here behind me. It's really very tough, using a lot of SUV cues, but still a little bit lighthearted, tough but cute, we call it. And it's really designed to, for the urban environment, maybe more East Coast New York, somebody who aspires to have an SUV but maybe can't afford it. This has a lot of that big car presence, very substantial look, but in a very efficient package. The second car, the Chevy Beat, are in Vertigo Green, we call it. It's really designed to be a far more European study. Very low nose, very fast windshield, very aggressive. Designed to have the kind of character that if somebody was buying a small car and accessorized it and personalized it themselves, high performance, ground effects, body kits, this is really what you would expect them to come up with. And again, it's very different from the Trax, but still appropriate for Chevrolet. We sell Chevrolets all around the world. The third car here, which is the Chevy Groove in this satin finish purple. This is far more, let's say, Southern California, West Coast custom hot rod culture. So you see a little bit of a Chevy HHR in it, but again, it's different, very different character, different proportions, but the same basic engineering as all 3, as the 2 other cars.
Now, the Chevy Aveo cost about $12,000 on average in the United States.
These would be, these are really designed to be a whole other level of affordability, fuel economy, all of that. And whereas, I'm not really allowed to talk about price or actual numbers for fuel economy, you can imagine that these would be priced below that.
And you'll be giving the Chinese a run for their money.
Yeah, right. Absolutely.
Exactly.
But the idea here, really, the economy is kind of comes along with any mini car. What the team here wanted to be able to show, these could be highly desirable cars, all on their own merit. The idea here is that somebody is going to fall in love with these cars just because of the character and the design. And it has far less to do with buying it just because it's an economy car. The economy and the great fuel economy, the low cost, kind of comes along for the ride. And it's very different than maybe why somebody buys an economy car today. We think that we can generate a lot more excitement and interest and maybe even more profit with the vehicles that way.
In fact, you actually are having some vote for your favorite car
That's right.
on GM.com.
We do a lot of formal customer research and clinics and focus groups on cars. It's part of the process where it's good to understand maybe the customer's perceptions on these things. It tends to be a little dry and not that not as adventurous as it could be.
We're gonna be up here.
This is a little bit of an experiment for us to be able to get more interesting, maybe more current feedback from more people.
We're not talking to anyone.
As to the size of the car and what they would like in a car.
That's right. That's right.
Thank you very much.